Hello and welcome now to another video on Shopify Foundation certification, and especially looking at the Foundation Shopify 101. So over the couple 2 days, I went over about Shopify. Okay, so what is Shopify? After all, this is a top leading e-commerce that allowed users or people to start an idea, run their business, and growth. Okay, so in this section, talking about the about, well, they describe is what is Shopify, how Shopify works, and especially is focused on the commerce operation, e-commerce operations, so product management, inventory management, payment processors, as well as shipping. An inspirational video or an entertainer video, most of the time telling about what is the lifestyle that you want to build. Okay, and now the inspirational video when they talk things about, hey, look at how this sister in India in 2016 made their business and grow and scale that to employ several people in their community and in other cities. So this is just a way to legitimize their existence. And also, they talk about is the data. Okay, first they start with the story about what is Shopify, what they do, how Shopify works, the lifestyle that you want to build, as well as the inspirational videos. Okay, and then they go to the data. Okay, first they look for the emotional aspect of that, and then go to the data. So according to Pipe Candy, a digital intelligence, a marketing intelligence agency, focus on tracking direct to consumers in e-commerce landscape. Okay, a research that they did in October 2021 mentioned that in the US and India, Shopify is used by 57.9% of 57.8% in those places, and in its close competitor WooCommerce about 9.9%. And also they mentioned that, well, Shopify is inclined and they have a vision of creating an e-commerce that is sustainable. They also have a sustainable fund where they empower entrepreneurs with that they empower entrepreneurs that wants to build products that are environmental friendly. So this is just a way to legitimize their content, okay, their existence, a justification. And this is something also interesting because you can use that in your life. And you are doing that every day. So then they talk about the ecosystem, about the two key players in the ecosystem. The merchants that are everything for Shopify because they are people that use the platform to start a business, run it, and sell across different peoples in the world. So these merchants can be these merchants can sell in different places. So whether it's online stores or in person, so online like online store, marketplaces, Google or Amazon, mobile, and as well as the social media channels. And when it comes to the person, well, they can do that in brick and mortar locations, pop-up shops, Yeah, brick and mortar locations, pop-up shops, and in person. Something they describe that here, right? Or in events and festivals. Is another place where merchants can sell. So because the things that merchants can sell vary, okay? They can sell in Shopify products, digital or physical, as well as membership and subscriptions, experience or events, classes and lessons, and so on. Now, uh, I also look at what are the top merchants here. For example, Allbirds, this footwear company that is focused on building using natural resources and natural materials, as well as be sustainable. So all birds and Cheekbones Beauty, which is founded by an indigenous owner called Jennifer Harper. That is a cosmetic company focused on the making products cruelty free and vegan. Okay, so this is a way to understand the merchants. Okay, what are the merchants, where merchants can sell, and some top players in the merchants sphere, right? Now, when it comes to the partnership, which is another key players, they are key collaborators and they provide a wide professional service that they can join into their networks of professionals, and depend of their specialty and their goals, they can choose a particular branch. So merchants and how they interact with what do you say merchants and how they interact with partners, the way they do that is most of the time, because the way they do it is, so this is merchants and partners. So that's what it is. Partner. Okay, partners are key collaborators in the platforms, and yeah, partners are key collaborator in their platforms. So they provide a wide variety of professional service to merchants, and they have a professional networks where if you are a Shopify expert, you can join into them. And depend of your expertise and goals, you can choose a different branch. Okay, so the way how the merchants and partners interact is partners can sell to merchants, so they can build and sell online teams or build and sell applications, as well as accelerate growth, which is another aspect here, or developing stores and store setup, as well as provide service to growth. Okay, service to grow their business. So because of this, these four things, or these four areas, the Shopify partner provides support to merchants. The way how Shopify are defined in Shopify is based on how they interact with the Shopify platform, as well as with the community. So with this, okay, um, you have product partnership that they are focused on building one size fit all solutions that meet many merchants needs, and they can be known as foundational partnership or product foundational product partnerships. So their focus is on providing technology to maintain and evolve the Shopify core products. So, for example, OS, which OS they should run their service, the platform, Linux or Windows, perhaps another area or another OS. Applications, which applications are useful to build, for example, web servers, perhaps using Ruby or Express from Node.js, perhaps Laravel from PHP, and also service. So, what is the most efficient way to run multiple stores that harness the full power of the CPU? So, perhaps you can use Docker for that, creating a cluster, or perhaps creating workers. So the whole point of this is this foundational product partners provide technical expertise and support to maintain and evolve the Shopify platform. And the other is the ecosystem product partnerships. So this is the type of partnership that builds one-size-fits-all solutions that meet many merchants' needs, and they provide this service on top of the Shopify, but those applications are not part of the Shopify. So they can provide, for example, online themes or applications, payment integrations, or payment gateway integrations. For example, right? So payment gateway so payment gateway integrations or social media channels integrations, and they can provide this through the Shopify app store or the Shopify app theme store and marketplace. Okay, so understanding one segment of the Shopify partners, which is the product partnerships, and then we have is the growth partnership, which are focused on help merchants with their needs and bring more merchants into the platform. So by also helping them to accelerate their growth and success. So this kind of partnership, they call, for example, agencies or expert and affiliate partners. And it is important to know here the terminology because product partnerships, when Shopify talk about partners, okay, when Shopify talk about partners, they refer to foundational product partners. But when the support channels or marketing campaigns or programs talk about partners, they don't refer to them. So they most of the time refers to the ecosystem product partnerships. So this distinction is something interesting because especially when you have to interact with Shopify or any of their support channels, so for example, customer support or any other program or campaign, you know what they mean when they talk about Shopify partners. And now when they talk about agencies, which are Shopify partners or growth Shopify partners, so this agency, they're not referred to a single freelancer. Uh, they refer to small or large companies that have one or more merchants, so that serve to one more merchants. And this is something beautiful to understand, especially because now you can have more sense about where the thing is going. Okay? Uh, so that was the first section, and when we talk about is the about. Okay, so what is Shopify? How Shopify works, as well as some marketing videos like the lifestyle that they want to build in the inspirational video. I also look at how they show in data about that Shopify is the top leading e-commerce in US and India, and how they are oriented to create e-commerce that is sustainable, as well as knowing now the ecosystem. So you have merchants and partners. So what is the role of merchants? That is everything for them. And what are the things that merchants can sell? And what are the top players in the merchant spheres? And what is Shopify Partners? And how Shopify Partners interact with merchants by offering is a wide variety of professional products or service, from building and selling online themes or building and selling applications, developing store setup, or providing service to grow. And the way how Shopify partners are defined to merchants is based on how they interact with the Shopify platform as well as with merchants. So depending on that, you have product partnerships that can be broken down into foundational product partners, and ecosystem product partners. And for the other, and for merchants, because this is another Shopify partners, uh, you have growth partners that focuses on help business to meet their needs and attract more merchants to the platforms, while also accelerating their growth in the platform. So there are two subtle distinctions here when it comes to Shopify and their uh, support channels. Okay, so Shopify, when Shopify talk about the foundation, or when Shopify talk about partners, they refer to they refer to foundational product partnership. And when any of these support channels talk about partners or campaigns, marketing campaigns or programs, they're not referencing to the foundational product partners. And for the growth, okay, an example of this, you have agencies or expert and affiliate programs or affiliate expert. So agencies that are a one developer or a freelancer. In fact, they are a small or large company that serve too many merchants in the Shopify. So with that, then I look at, okay, so now as a Shopify partner, it is important to understand is the merchants. Okay, understand the merchants, understanding your audience now as a Shopify partner. So what are Shopify partners? Actually, they are all kind of entrepreneurs, and they are more than 2 millions according to their. There are more than 2 millions of merchants on the Shopify platform, and that to me is not that big. Okay, uh, honestly, but what they're doing is something that is valuable. It's way much more value or valuable than, for example, having a long user base like Facebook or TikTok, when a small fraction of the people are actually providing value or selling product and service. Most of the time, providing value. So here in the merchants or here in the e-commerce, one of the things that I love about that it was that the vast majority of people not only want to sell you something, which is something great because they're clear of what they're doing here in this uh, platform, but also they want to provide you some value, some exchange value exchanging. Of course, not all business are doing that, but they must recognize that they should do that in the long run. So, understanding your audience as a Shopify partner and how these merchants actually what are merchants, right? So they're all kind of entrepreneur, and on the Shopify you have over 2 million of them that offer a wide variety of products, service, and more, right? So because merchants can sell anywhere, because merchants yeah, because merchants sells anywhere their buyers are, that is in person, mobile, digital marketplace, social media channels. Okay, uh, and in order to understand their business model, Shopify break down that into four categories. So you have pre-commerce, which are the new kid in the block, and they at the start of the journey and their business, and with Shopify, okay, and this might be a part of it. This might be a part-time or a side hustle. So you have pre-commerce. The other is the vast majority of the merchants in Shopify, the sellers, based on their GMV, this gross merchandise value. Uh, and they are, so for example, here, the sellers, so they might be newer business or uh, has been around for a couple years. Most of the time, they are not, they don't have employee, and they don't have employee, and they're selling in person and online and work full time on that. So this is the seller. The vast majority of the merchants, okay, so the vast majority of the merchants, because here they are connecting. Yes, here they're making connections and building their customer base. Because I come from and I can understand that. Because I come from a technical background, but now I'm getting here into the business aspect, which is something that I really like and love, especially is by the value that you can provide and also you can get from someone. But it's the value exchanging that I find out that this is something interesting, important, lovely, and I want to dedicate my attention to that. It's a value exchange. So you can learn all of the hard skill as you want, but also it's important to learn about the soft skills and as well as the business side of this. So in any case, so the sellers uh, are making connections and building their customer base, and they represent the large volume of yeah, they represent a large they represent a large groups in the Shopify ecosystem based on their GMV, gross merchandise value, and some of them are newer business or they have been around for a couple of years. So most of them are full-time workers. Okay, so most of them are full-time in their business. They sell in person or yeah, they sell in person or online and have no employees. Okay, so this is the seller. Then you have the established. So established are holding their own. Uh, okay, so established are holding their own after being around for a few years. And this sentence to me was interesting. Holding their own. I love it. Established. Established are holding their own. Okay. 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 Yep. So established are holding their own. hmm So established are holding their own. Yep. Established are holding their that's phrase holding their own. It's like in Spanish is bandeo. Yeah, I'm holding my own. But established are holding their own uh, after being a couple years, right? And most likely are self-sustained, unlike the seller that they are making connections and creating their customer base. They represent this large volume of Shopify merchants based on their GMV, this gross merchandise value, and they might be new in business or they have been around for a few years. They are so yeah, they are they're likely to work in their business full time, selling online or in person, and they have no employee. But established now has but established merchants are holding. Okay, but established merchants are holding their own after being a few years and are most likely to be self-sustained. This is something interesting. This is something that I'm looking for, you know, to be self-sustained and established merchant, right? So are holding their own after being a few years uh, and are most likely, exactly, and are most likely to be self-sustained. But again, after a few years. So at this point, they're looking for ways to grow like this. Okay. So at this point, they're looking for ways to grow, often using Shopify products and apps to make that happen. Okay. But that's the whole point of this established. So at this point, after they have been, after they are holding their own, so these established merchants are holding their own after being a few years and are most likely to be self-sustaining, and now they are looking for ways to grow using Shopify products and app to make that happen. So now they're looking is for this growth after they has been established, or after they has been holding their own for a few years. Okay, now they're looking is for tools to grow their business uh, using Shopify products or apps, or perhaps other solutions. Because after all, yeah, Shopify helps them to uh, have a self-sustained business. Okay, but now it is time to grow that. And then you have mature, right? You have mature, and matures are operating at the highest level of Shopify, and these are large, well established, and have many employees, and usually with one retail location. So example of this are Allbirds and Gymshark, where they're most likely to subscribe to Shopify Plus because this actually targets large company to provide much more efficient tools to improve its business operations. So this is the four type of merchants that Shopify categorize uh, based on their needs, right? So you have pre-commerce, the new kid on the block. They are at the start of their business in with Shopify, all right? Then you have the seller, which are making connections and establish. They're making connections and building their customer base. This actually represents a large volume of merchants in the Shopify ecosystem based on the GMV, gross merchandise volumes. Most of the time, they are new business or has been around for a while, and they are full time to their business, selling online or in persons, and not having employees, with no employees. And then I look at established. So these are merchants that are holding their own after being a few years in the platforms and most likely else are self-sustainable or self-sustaining. So they are now looking for tools to grow their business and they're relying on Shopify and Shopify products for doing that. And then you have mature, which are merchants that are operating at the highest level of Shopify. So they are large, well-established business with employees and most of the time with one or several retail locations. So they go with Shopify Plus because now this product targets large businesses and they offering a wide variety of tools, security, uh, and benefits that this large or this mature business can go with and focus on their business. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Now it is time to look at the Shopify ecosystem and growing as a partner. I think is the yes, Shopify ecosystem and growing as a partner. All right, here we are. Okay, ecosystem. It takes all kind of partners to make our ecosystem thrive. Thrive. That word. Thriving. Thrive in Spanish. Exactly. Prosper. Prosperar. Florecer. ¿No? Prosperar, florecer, thrive. So the Shopify ecosystem. Ecosystem. Shopify ecosystem and growing as a partner. So the Shopify ecosystem. The Shopify ecosystem is available to our merchants because of the many partners who bring their unique skill set to the table. By creating high quality apps, themes, and services, Shopify partners directly influence merchant success. Shopify doesn't have the capacity to be everything to every merchant. Exactly. So partners build products and features and offer services that complement the Shopify platform. And this is something interesting, like the Shopify ecosystem. Uh, mhm. Shopify ecosystem. Shopify ecosystem. This okay. So Shopify ecosystem. So the Shopify ecosystem here. So the Shopify ecosystem is valuable to our merchants because of the many partners who bring their unique skill set to the table. So the Shopify ecosystem is valuable to our. The Shopify ecosystem is valuable to our merchants. So the Shopify ecosystem is valuable to our merchants because of the many partners. Mhm. So the Shopify ecosystem is valuable to our merchants because of the many partners. Yep, because of the many partners who bring because of the many partner who because of the many partners who bring their unique skill set to the table. The unique skill set to the table. Yep, the unique skill set to the table. So Shopify partners directly influence merchant success. Yes. So Shopify partners directly influence Shopify merchants or merchant success. Merchants success. Yep, yep. Shopify partners, these product partnerships or growth partnerships, they directly influence the merchant's success because Shopify doesn't have the capacity to be everything to every merchant because Shopify doesn't have the capacity to be every everything to be everything to every merchant to be everything to every merchant. So they are providing us this base layer to every merchant. So partners build products and features and offer service that complement the Shopify platform or that are built on top of that. Mhm. So partners build features that complement or so build products and features that complement merchants needs or that complement the Shopify platform because after all is that so they're building so this is one of the things that Naval Ravikant mentioned that you have these huge aggregators, okay, you have Shopify and Amazon, one or two or few of them, you have these huge aggregators and a long tail of uh, people that are work with them or are creating business with them. But you have these large aggregators. That's a very interesting topic when they mention, right? hmm So partners build products and features and offer services that complement the Shopify platform. Features for all Shopify merchants. Regardless of the plan a merchants pick, Shopify come out of the box with the basics they all need to start selling, including templates, tools for selling in multiple locations, payment processors, checkout, and SEO. Okay, so yeah, it's talking about the Shopify ecosystems and growing as a partner. And this Shopify ecosystem is something valuable to merchants because of the many partners who brings their unique skill set to the table. So Shopify partners directly influence the merchants success because Shopify doesn't have the capacity to be everything for everyone. Makes sense? And merchants, uh, yeah, because Shopify can be everything for everyone. So partners build products and features that help and complement the Shopify platforms. Despite this, okay, so despite this, Shopify provide tools or Shopify provide a basic tool set to all merchants. Okay. Okay, so Shopify provide a basic tool set for all merchants, and that is templates, which are pretty basic, tools for selling in multiple locations, tools for selling in multiple locations, payment processors, okay, or payment processing. So templates, tool for selling in multiple locations, payment processing, checkout, and SEO and marketing tools. So this is SEO and marketing tools. Okay, so this is the core layers, the layer one of Shopify core products. Okay, so yeah, despite recognizing that the Shopify partners are key collaborators and they are helpful, extremely valuable to merchants since they since they impact the merchant's success. Okay, they directly impact the merchant's success because Shopify doesn't have the capacity to be everything for every merchant. So partners build products and features to complement their Shopify platforms. So despite of this, Shopify provides a basic toolset to every merchant, and that is templates, tools to start, tool for selling in multiple places, payment processing, checkout, and SEO and marketing tools. And this is something very, very important. This is something very, very important. Because Shopify provides this basic tool set. Okay? So these stores can be customized and upgraded with other Shopify products and applications which are built on the core foundation. Well, something that they mentioned. So these stores can be modified and upgraded, can be customized and upgrade. Okay, can be customized and upgraded with other Shopify products. Shopify products and apps. Okay, which are built. Is that? So these stores can be customized and upgraded with other Shopify products and apps. So Shopify merchants use the Shopify platform at a range of the subscription level. So you have basic, Shopify, and advanced. You have the starter plan. Mm-hmm. Meaning that this is Shopify merchants use the Shopify platform at a range of the subscription level. It's a lot of jargon to say Shopify offer different subscription service, right? It's a lot of jargon to say that. Shopify, so Shopify provides, because Shopify provides a subscription. So Shopify provides a subscription model to merchants, or a subscription business model. Okay, so Shopify provides subscription business models to merchants. Okay, which here can be seen like this. So this is uh, business uh, or pricing. The TLDR is that it's always pricing. Okay, this is Shopify core products. Okay, Shopify core products, pricing. Okay, basic Shopify in advance. So basic Shopify in advance. They don't tell you how much that costs. They're carefully curate that. They're carefully curate that. They never talk about price. They never talk about price. There's a plan for every merchant, whether that is a side hustle or a garage or a multi-million dollar enterprise. hmm So you have something called the starter plan. Okay, and starter plan helps you. This starter plan allow you to sell through social media channels and messaging apps. So the starter plan allow allows you to sell on social media platforms. And again, you just only have a link. You just post on your social media. That's basically that. So Shopify Plus merchants. Shopify Plus are all-in-one platform for high volume, high growth business with custom offering and support beyond the other Shopify plan. Refers to a Shopify Plus merchant. This business needs to build for large order volumes, complex business systems, wholesale relationship, international markets, and new sales. People look at our brand and think they are huge. There is a huge building somewhere. Shopify has shown me you can do a lot with a little. Founder of creative director Justina Blakeney. Okay, okay, interesting. Justina Blakeney. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Interior design. Jugan Low. Mm-hmm. Interior design. Interior design. Interesting. So June Gallo. Jungalo. Okay. Interior design. Mm-hmm. Interesting. And now they have legal. Oh shit. Exclusion of liabilities. Disclosures. Copyright and trademark. hmm so yeah, this is Shopify Plus merchant. So okay, this is okay. Shopify e-commerce, Shopify ecosystem here, and growing as a partners. So first to identify, well, what are how Shopify partners, okay, how Shopify partners helps merchants, okay, and despite that Shopify provide a basic tool set for merchants, and that is templates, tools for start, tools for selling in multiple locations, right? So templates, tool for selling in multiple locations, payment processing, checkouts, and SEO and marketing tools, right? So these stores can be customized and upgraded with other Shopify products and applications, which are built on the core foundation. Okay, like that. So Shopify merchants use a Shopify platform at a range of subscription levels, meaning this is pricing. Okay, we're talking about here the prices. So basic Shopify and advanced. Because here we're talking about the pricing. So first you have the starter plan that help you to sell through social media channels. Okay, a messaging app. Period. This is the starter plan. But as your business grows and evolves, and if you are a multi-million dollar company, okay, which is this, but for multi-million dollar or for but for but for large, well established, mhm, but for large, well established businesses, or aka mature merchants. Okay, so Shopify Plus provides an e-commerce solution, all-in-one platform. Provide a all-in-one all-in-one platform here. Provide an all-in-one platform for platform. And provide all-in-one platform for high high volume and high growth businesses. But for large, well-established, aka mature merchants, Shopify Plus provide an all-in-one platform for high volume and high growth in high volume and high growth businesses with custom offerings and support beyond the other Shopify plan. With custom offering and support, right? And support. So refers to as Shopify Plus merchants. So this business needs to build for large order volume. Okay, so this business, businesses, so this businesses, I mean exactly. So this businesses needs to build for a larger. This businesses needs to build for larger order volumes, complex business system or business operations, wholesale relationship. That's one of the reasons why business is some sort of art. You know, so delivering value or exchanging value is some sort of art. One because it is constantly evolving. The value exchange. What we consider valuable 100 years or perhaps 30 years is not the same like that. And that's interesting. And that's beauty. So wholesale relationship, international markets and new sales. Interesting. Yeah, refers to a Shopify Plus merchants. So refers to a Shopify Plus merchants. These businesses needs to build. These businesses need to build for large order volume. So this businesses needs to build for for large large order volumes. Exactly. Complex business system. So large order volumes, complex business systems, wholesale relationships, wholesale relationships, international markets, international, okay, international markets, and new sales channels, and new sales channels. Exactly. To find new customers, mhm, to find new customers. Okay. Yeah, to find new customers. To find new customers. But this is at least a challenge that these large businesses, aka mature merchants in the Shopify context, needs to. So they need to build for large order volumes, complex business systems, and this complex business systems is going to depend based on the value they need to provide to their customers. So large order volumes, complex business systems, wholesale relationships. Here is now coming from Mm, this this is a part of intangible assets. These intangible assets, like Mhm. So large order volumes, complex business system, wholesale relationship. Uh, uh, this whole wholesale relationship is goodwill. It's goodwill. Wholesale relationship, goodwill, customer relationship. These intangible assets. Now, international markets to find new customers and sell them, as well as new sales channels. Very Again, this is our very interesting challenge for business, right? And if you see yourself as a business, well, now this is what you can also look at it. So, so this is what Shopify. So this is what Shopify Plus uh, offers, especially for these large, well-established businesses, aka mature merchants that have these high orders, or that have this high volume and high growth. So they need an all-in platform that offer that. So Shopify Plus provides it. So Shopify Plus provides to cover needs like large volumes. Okay, so large volumes of inter in this to cover large volume, complex business systems, wholesale relationship or goodwill or customer relationship, wholesale relationships, international markets, in sales or in new sales channels. Okay, okay. So for example, Yungalo. For example, Yungalo. Well, not only Joomla, but the Shopify Plus platform is tailored to support this kind of merchant growth. Mhm. So Shopify Plus, okay, the Shopify Plus partner, the Shopify Plus, yes, the Shopify Plus are tailored. The Shopify Plus are tailored, or the Shopify Plus partner platform are tailored to meet this needs, or to meet this, or to support this support to meet the Shopify Plus partner are tailored to support this kind of needs, or this kind of merchants growth, this kind of merchants growth or needs. So the Shopify Plus partner are tailored, is tailored, no? Yes. So the Shopify Plus platform is tailored to support this kind of merchants growth. Many well-known businesses currently use Shopify Plus, including Heinz, Gymshark, and GB Hi-Fi. GB Hi-Fi. Mm-hmm. Australian largest home. Mhm. GB Hi-Fi. Mm, GB Hi-Fi. Crazy Cheap Inc. Hmm. God damn it. Hmm. Interesting. GB Hi-Fi. All the best brand. Okay, so GB Hi-Fi is like another uh, store, electronic store. Yep, electronic store. GB Hi-Fi. Hmm. An electronic store. Hmm. Holy shit! What the hell is even this? Yeah, damn. How much does it cost in there? Holy hell! And this is okay with M1 chip, 7 core. Mm, interesting. Interesting. But this is another electronic store in okay, an electronic store in Australia, as well as plenty of fast-growing upcoming company, Heinz, Gymshark, and GB5. So many well-known businesses they have this customer exactly. Gym. Black Hilly, shake it up, blender bottle. So, so this large, well-established businesses, or AKA mature merchants, they need an owning platform that helps them to process their high volume and high growth, as well as their complex business systems, international markets, new sales channels, wholesale relationships, and large order volumes, and Shopify Plus helps them with that. So, a couple example of that is Gymshark, even Heinz. Mhm. So Heinz, Gymshark, and GB Hi-Fi. Interesting. Very goddamn interesting. Very goddamn interesting. This is goddamn interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Okay. So how do partners work with Shopify and Shopify Plus merchants? Okay, so once you recognize that the first part of this was basically talking about the what is the the Shopify ecosystem, okay, and growing as a partner, okay. So first is like recognize that uh, partners are key collaborators in the Shopify platform, and also they directly impact the merchant success because Shopify doesn't have the capacity to meet or to be everything for every merchant. So partners build products and features that help them to meet their goals. And also, these partners bring their unique skill sets on the table. So this Shopify merchants can go with several subscription days. Okay, whether it's a starter plan and yeah, whether it's starter plan, Shopify, or advanced. But in any of this, Shopify provide a core features to merchants like templates, tools to start selling in multiple places, checkout, uh, payment processing, and SEO and marketing tools. Okay, SEO and marketing tools. So the, if you're a new business, you can go with the starter plan. You can start from then selling in uh, different social media platforms, or if you are a well-established business, if you're a large, well-established business that needs to or that have these high orders and high volume, you need a platform that meet this kind of challenge, like dealing with large order volumes, international markets, new custom or new sales channels, wholesale relationship, dealing with dealing with complex business systems. So Shopify Plus provide you to provide you to this. And a couple success stories are Heinz, Gymshark, yeah, Heinz, Gymshark, and GB Hi-Fi. Okay, this electronic store on an Australian electronic store. Okay, so Heinz, Gymshark, and GB Hi-Fi. Cool. So, however, because here is all about the ecosystem and how to start growing as a partner. So, how partners work with Shopify and Shopify Plus merchants? Important here. So, the majority of Shopify partners will work with core merchants simply because there are far more of them than Shopify Plus merchants. Of course, merchants will often hire partners to do things like develop themes, build custom apps, and build online store. In addition to the above, Shopify Plus merchants often have more complex needs that they rely on partners to fulfill. Exactly. Like bespoke website features or custom integrations with third-party platforms. So, understanding these requirements, okay, are you a Shopify or a Shopify Plus merchant? And this is very, very important to understand. So, uh, as a partner, as a partner, or as a Shopify, as a Shopify partner, okay. So, as a Shopify partner, this is another question: is that how partners collaborate or work? How do partners work with Shopify Yeah, with Shopify and Shopify Plus merchants. Okay. So because the majority of Shopify partners will work with core merchants, simply because there are far more of them than Shopify Plus merchants. hmm Like this. The vast majority of Shopify merchants, exactly. The vast majority of Shopify merchants, so yeah, the vast majority of Shopify merchants, like this. hmm So the vast majority of Shopify merchants, yeah, the vast majority of the Shopify merchants, hmm so the vast majority of Shopify merchants, the Shopify partners, the merchants, the vast majority of Shopify partners work with core merchants, work with core merchants since they are since simply because simple because instead of just because, simple because. Exactly. So the vast majority of Shopify partners work with core merchants simply because there are far more of them. There are far more of them. Okay. Than Shopify plus merchants. And here the mention is the merchants will often hire partners to do things like develop things. Exactly. So these merchants or these Shopify merchants will often hire partners to do things like develop things, build custom app, and build online store. So this is these small partners, right? In addition to the above, Shopify Plus merchants often have more complex needs that they rely on partners to fulfill, like bespoke website features or custom integration with third party. But again, this is what it matters. Mhm. And the Shopify Plus partner, Shopify affiliate program. Mhm. Mhm. Those interested in the program can submit a Shopify Plus program application. Mhm. Oh, Okay. But yeah, so after all the Shopify, exactly. So in this distinction between the Shopify merchants and the Shopify Plus merchants, so merchants, okay, so merchants will often, yeah, so merchants will often hire partners to help them, exactly, to help them build themes, apps, or set up an online store. Most of the time, okay, to build themes, apps, and or stores. This is one of the merchants, or this is one of the client here. So merchants will often hire partners to help them build themes, apps, and or stores. And Shopify in Shopify Plus merchants, okay, so have more complex often has more complex needs, such as custom integration with third-party platforms, bespoke website features, such as uh, web website features, such as website features or custom third-party integrations. But it's this. So once you know at least these two type of merchants, based on their challenge, okay, so like merchants, they will often hire you to build online themes, so build themes, applications, or develop or a store. But Shopify Plus has more complex business needs, so they require you to build some custom feature for their web or custom integration with third-party service. Let's say some other integration payments. Okay. But partner Shopify missions and value. Knowing how valuable partners are to Shopify, they need to meet and exceed merchants' expectations, positively represent our brands, and embody Shopify missions and values. Why merchants use Shopify? Like this. So knowing how valuable partners are to Shopify ecosystem, they need to meet and exceed merchant expectations. So partner and Shopify missions and values. So Shopify partner mission and value. So you need to meet and exceed the client expectation, or in this case, yep. The TLDR is that you need to meet and exceed, exactly. You need to meet and exceed. Okay, so you need to meet and exceed Shopify. You need to meet and exceed Shopify. You need to meet and exceed merchants. mhm, Merchants' expectation. So when merchants use Shopify, trust and stability and trust. So why merchants choose or use Shopify. Okay, so stability and trust. Stability and trust. Stability and trust. High return of investment. High return of investment. Yeah, high return of investment. Easy to use. Scalability. Easy to use. Scalability. Innovation, flexibility. Innovation, flexibility, impact and values. Impact and values. Okay. There's a lot of jargon here that is like, whatever. Okay, let's cover the Shopify Partner Program. Let me read about this. Trust. Our platform is built to handle any amount of sell traffic anytime, anywhere. This lets business focus on growth, strategic, and less on their tech stack. Exactly. High return of investment between the building platform features, the ecosystem of apps and partners, and the transparent pricing. Merchants get a lot of for their money. Easy of use. Launching a store is quick and easy due to the Shopify fully hosted platform. Intuitive back office and flexible API. The comprehensive dashboard offers a detailed view of store sales, orders, and audit. Building SEO features, automated marketing, and free educational materials make it easy for merchants to grow their business. Yeah, there is a lot of free educational material. Make it easy to use. Scalability, so you don't have to focus on that because you delegate that to Shopify. Innovation, you don't have to worry about making any upgrades most of the time. Okay, flexibility. When we talk about flexibility, it's not that flexible. You're not generally flexible. Flexibility is that you allow you to move to another part, allow you to move your store to other platform, and you're never going to allow that. Impact and values. Shopify provides customizable software that powers entrepreneurs of diverse backgrounds and business for all sizes. Okay, let's cover the Shopify Partner Program. The Shopify Partner Program is free to join and lets you experiment with the Shopify platform through unlimited development store, which are free Shopify store you can use as template to build and develop your client store, and act as a developer environment to test your recently built themes or apps. As a Shopify partner, you also have access to training course, in-depth documentation, and other resources that will help you to learn about Shopify and grow your own business. Other benefits include early access to new features, marketing materials, and that kind of thing. Okay, but the Shopify Partner Program is free to join and lets you experiment with Shopify platform through unlimited development store. Exactly. So there are several concepts here. So development stores, which are free, and I get access to that, which are free store you can use as a template to build and develop your client store, and act as a developer environment to test your recently built themes or app. Okay, there is a lot of things going on. Uh, Let me take a break here. Sí, María, no estoy diciendo nada nuevo, pues yo sé. And we are back. Okay. So that'll be all for this video. Take care.